Okay, people. So this is where we're at. My daughter was out here, my youngest one, hammering her away until dark time. I did not cut that. Her boyfriend did. Thank God. And then she helped to hammer it on. And he fixed the hose for me so I can now reach the length. So my thing is, I am going to, there you can see the pallets. So I'm going to start going through miscellaneous woods, leveling it off as best as I can. But my chore for the day is to repair this shelf, because this is all I have, right? Make it a little more sturdier. You can see. I mean, it's just that crap, right? So maybe I'll just take off the bottom, put a new bottom on, secure it from the back. You can see I've got these things. This is fine. This for what I need. This is perfect. Plus I've got miscellaneous here. Try and put on a door. Get ready. Look for the hinges. This one piece of wood is not the right size, but it's okay, because I'll just put a lip on the bottom with some 2x4s, and it should be just what I need. I don't know. Here I'm going to have to build in some, I'm going to probably have to piece it in here, because I don't have any more money to buy, right? And I'm not going to use this stuff, because this stuff is not very good, right? And this is a very old piece. This could be used for something else. This dirt is really bad, people, like really bad. But I have this underlay when I moved in years and years ago, right? And somebody donated me a whole roll, right? It was from a movie theater, like a movie set. It was from a movie set when they were making movies. And I've used it in the front and whatnot. And it's, I don't know how much I have, but I'm going to try and run it in here. You can see I've already laid down carpet to cut down on this fine dust, because Andre plays hard, and by the time he comes in and has a bath, ugh. So I won't be able to cover it all.
Remember?
But I can.
My nose?
Yeah, well, exactly. Don't kick up the dust. Oh yes, and I'm going to work on this today. Work on this. Find some more of these things. Level it out. Figure out what I'm going to do in here. Right? That's basically what I'm going to be doing today, people. And then if I have any time to wash something, I'll wash something. Because once these things are done, especially the shed and the inside, right, and whatnot, and the shelving, then I can start moving stuff from in there in here. And then whatever's out here will either go in there or in there, or will be given away. The few things that I've given away already are gone. Everything that I've given away is gone. Everything. I haven't given away a lot of stuff. I've given away a big bag of toys, an old computer that was, something was taken out of it, miscellaneous, like a VCR and a toaster and that kind of stuff, right? Probably don't work. So anyway, just hold on a minute. This is what I'm talking about. This stuff is so good. It's a felt, right? It's a felt. And it's very thick. And it lasts forever, people. I don't particularly really wanted to use it over there, but that's where the need is, right? Because of that fine dust from those trees, right? As those leaves decompose. So this will have to be brought to the back. I won't be able to carry this. And then I'm going to lay this around to try and cover up some of it anyway. Okay, same day, July 29, 2017. What I've done is, I'm the carpenter for the day, so I got into the wood, scrounged around for the things that I think that I might need. This is obviously for the wall unit, right? Here's that pegboard I was telling you about. My neighbor gave me those clips, so I'll figure out where I'm going to put that. And then this is a table that obviously was rained on in the garage at one point in the past, or wherever, right? And I salvaged it. So this good wood, it just needs to be reinforced on the bottom with a couple of 2x4s just to give it support. And from the size of that, looking at this, I would suspect that it will go in here quite nicely, right? And now whether I take a piece of plywood and just cover the whole thing, I don't have that size plywood, but for now this is working pretty good. Now, I forgot to mention that when Jerry designed this, I did mention it before, he also left me a crawl space, so that's something that we didn't think about last night when we were putting on the sides. So I'm going to try and get, because I still got my 12 by 12s and or 2 by 12s and 2 by 8s and 2 by 10s. There seems to be a couple left there. So I'm going to run some whatever I've got, whatever the length of Jerry's mathematical brain calculates at, right? I'll run like 3 or 4 of them, and I've already discussed it with my youngest daughter, just to get one plain piece of plywood for that side, because it will just last longer, look better. I'm not going to worry about this stuff right now. This can always be changed at a later date, or you can come in from the inside and just tack in a wall into pieces, right? So to prevent raccoons from chewing the rubber if they really wanted to and getting in, right? So I may have to get 2 sheets of plywood, because although I don't know how we'd get plywood up, anyway, I'm going to try and work on this, get that going. Right? Oh, what webs we weave. And I have to put a lip down here in order to get the door on. Right? I don't know if this can be done in sections. Like, you know, you run your boards, right? And then you can go half a piece of wood to fit it in. Well, because it's only going to come out maybe by 2.5 feet, I'd say 3 feet at best. And then across. And then it's just a little shelf to put those boxes in. Right? They're all nicely labeled and it'll be dry, right? At some point we'll have to get up in there and make it so that nothing can crawl in, right? There's a few holes, that's minor stuff, right? Okay, hold on. And that's another reason why this shed is important. Within the last year, Andre's brand new skateboard was taken from the garage or yard or wherever. He just lost 2 helmets, people. 2 helmets in the last month. Like, seriously. Right? His scooter that was given to him by a neighbor was taken. Right? And I had, hold on. I had 2 100 feet extension cords, the orange ones, right? Last year, 1 was taken. And just recently, because I've been using them outside, out here, it was in the basement, and then I'm not sure if I brought it up, and I can't find it, people. I can't find it. And it's not like I have another $80, $100 to go buy a 100-foot good extension cord for mowing the grass, and right. So there's another reason why this stuff needs to be made and be able to be locked up and stuff, because certain random things like this never gets taken. Nobody's interested in that. But a 100-foot extension cord, helmets, you know, skateboards, that kind of stuff. Yeah, you know, I can't afford to be replacing Andre's stuff. So this is going to come in really, really, really handy when we use it. Now, some of these branches, I don't know, I don't have time to cut branches, but they're going to be trimmed back, right, at some point. And then when we do the roof, I'm going to probably need 2 more packs or so of shingles, or at least 1 pack. I'm not sure. 2 would probably be better. I've got the tar paper, and when it's done, it's done. That's one thing, Jerry, you know, if you can use the new wood when you make the base frame, that is the best, right? Because you have to remember, when he made the initial frame and it sat for a year, right? A lot of these, you can see, they were new at the time because he had me go buy them, but they got weather worn. But I'm going to end up coming in here at some point and painting just to preserve the wood, right? Okay, people, I can't really move forward until the shed is done. So I have to work on this shed, and by the grace of God, look what Jerry left me. He left me 3 2x4s by 8, I think, and this is a, what is it, 3 by 1.5, 2. I don't know, but anyway, it all can measure out to 93.5 inches long, which gives me the shelf that I need for up on top, which is what I'm going to start with first. Okay, people. Now, I haven't picked up a skill saw in a while. This is why I didn't want to do anything yesterday, because, you know, I get weak, right? I have my high lows and my days with energy, where I'm a little more stronger, and then other days, you know, you don't want to be messing with power tools, right? You know, that are made for the hands of men. But today it's like I have to move on with this project and get as much done as I can before Monday. And I was telling my youngest daughter, as strange as it sounds, I was telling her that if she ever wants to get me anything for Christmas, assuming that I stay in this house, it's a new skill saw, Black & Decker. I like Black & Decker skill saws. The man size, I've tried women's skill saws and I don't like them. I like this one. So, but this one my neighbor sold to me, but Rick cut the cord. So initially, and I don't think it has its full power. I really don't. But I'll let you know. When I listen to it when it's on, it doesn't sound like it has its juice, right? Because eventually they die, right? I had it for years, and it died out in the front. But anyway, you are going to see me. This is like a new beginning. Okay. That was a nice, smooth cut. Serious, people. That little skill saw is pretty damn good. Okay, so you never know where you're gonna find me. It's like off to work we go. Hi ho, hi ho. You know, you gotta find, even though whatever it is. Oh God, what was the number now? Oh. I think it was 21 and a half. So what I'm doing is I'm securing these boards for my, and then I'm going to put my full-length piece in here, and there we go. Boom, bam, bing. Instant shelving. Right? That's another thing Jerry liked. And certain kind of nails. Alright. I like them too. So anyway, people, this is what I'm doing now. So, as you can see, hold on. That's what I'm doing. Okay, that was pretty easy. So I'm not going to put the boxes in here, people, until I spray things down, scrub them up a little bit, right? I'm not going to paint everything. I'm going to paint something, all right? But for now, that I'm happy with that. Extremely happy. Okay, on to the next subject. So I think what I'm going to do, you can see what I've done. I'm going to just saw it off on both sides. Get rid of this crap. This is no good. And then I'm going to just take out the nails. You can see them. Right, just clean this up and give it a new back, new side, and new bottom. Okay, so you can see what I'm doing. Just using old pieces of wood that I had, and then this is wood that came from my neighbors, right? Very nice wood. Okay, so just one shelf short. So now I'm just gonna flip it over and put on a back and spray it down a little more, just a couple spots, not too much, just on this side and this bottom shelf, and that's it. In the back. Okay, people. So since this is just an old table, right, that I was hoarding, it warped a little bit. So I'm just reinforcing it here. I just have to turn it over and hammer it in, and then I'm laying it down so that when you walk on it, it's not gonna keep on buckling, right? Because you've got a little bit of reinforcement. That's what the purpose of this is. Okay, so this is where I'm at right now. I corrected my mistake. I didn't like doing it, but I did it. And now, piecing this in. Oh, have to hammer it in. And then this piece should go there, but it looks like, I don't know, hold on. Okay, as you can see, I'm reinforcing the pallet with some old 2x4s from over there. All right, so I'll probably put about, well, maybe 2 on each side. Okay, so basically I made a floorboard today. That's what I did. It's fairly level. It's okay, people. And I repaired the shelf. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give it a quick spray. I found a scrub brush in my travels when I was cleaning out my garage. Just spray out the corners. I'm going to use this little brush real fast with a little bit of that soap. Wash this down. And then I am going to go with Andre to the walnut tree. See if there's some walnuts. Try and do these walnuts tonight because I haven't done them yet. And I'll pick up tomorrow. I'm not doing anything. I'm just going to bring the tools in and then start fresh again tomorrow. Okay, so I think I'm going to get on to washing this thing now and call it a day in terms of hammering and all that crap. Now the only thing that really bothers me, sorry about that, do you see that? That's crooked. Not that anybody cares or would notice after it's all said and done. Oops. I may or may not lift up that one little corner just to make it flush, right? But I'll worry about that tomorrow when I have a bit more energy. So before I run 2x4s, just to close up that gap, right? You can see on the other side too, and then up in these little rafters and stuff. Anyway, I'm just gonna wash this out, wash away the spiders and the spider webs and all that stuff. Okay, feeling pretty good. That was easy to fix. I just moved it over to a mistake that I made when I added those extra boards that kind of overhanged, but all I had to do was move this that way. It sat nicely on the board, and then if you notice I put one nail there just to secure it. So it's pretty good now. Look at that. So shall we dare look? If the city was to come right now, they'd be having a heart attack. But I'm going through lots of wood here, people. Like good, like new wood from, thank you very much, Home Depot, for the new wood and the old wood. Obviously, that's an old pallet from back in the day. That's a new pallet, just over the last couple of months. Because I knew I was going to get up onto this stuff, right? So when I went and got the, what do you call it, plywood and stuff, I picked up a couple of extra pallets. So I'm still kind of debating about what I should do here. I have those two there, which I don't know if I can short. Whoops, sorry, wandering eye. I'm pretty sure I can shorten them in between the two of those. I got two like that. I should be able to fill up this gap. Hold on. Okay, so basically I made a floorboard today. That's what I did. It's fairly level. It's okay, people. And I repaired the shelf. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give it a quick spray. I found a scrub brush in my travels when I was cleaning out my garage. Just spray out the corners. I'm going to use this little brush real fast with a little bit of that soap. Wash this down. And then I am going to go with Andre to the walnut tree. See if there's some walnuts. Try and do these walnuts tonight because I haven't done them yet. And I'll pick up tomorrow. I'm not doing anything. I'm just going to bring the tools in and then start fresh again tomorrow.